Hi everybody! It seems that we're quite bored when we have to go through a long vacation because of the COVID pandemic, right? And now, our new normal has started again. How have you found a pastime before starting your daily work? So, let's go with MK to visit a very large country. Welcome to our country, China! In terms of geographical location, China is located in East Asia. It is directly adjacent to 14 countries such as Korea, Russia, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Vietnam, and Laos. China consists of 22 provinces and 4 famous central cities: Beijing, Tianjin, Chongqing, and especially Shanghai. Along with 2 special economic zones, Hong Kong and Macau, China has an area of 9,597,000 square kilometers, 29 times the size of Vietnam. According to statistics, China is currently the 3rd largest in the world. Almost 67% of China's area is highlands and high mountains. In the west, there is the Qing High Tibet Plateau, which occupies more than 25% of the country's area. Only nearly 25% of China's territory is at an altitude of less than 500 meters. The Hebei Plain, mostly below 100 meters lower, is the lowest land in China. The northwest region of China is a land of desert regions, accounting for more than 20% of the country's total flat land area. The largest sand desert in China is the Taklamakan Desert, and the famous Silk Roads run along the northern side of this desert. China is divided into 2 regions, Eastern and Western China. The East has low hills, large deltas, and fertile savanna. The rest of Western China consists of high mountains and mountains. Besides, China is very favored by nature, so there are many scenic spots appearing here. Next, we're going to talk about the population of China. China has the largest population in the world, with 1.442 billion people. The population density is 154 people per square kilometer, occupying more than 21% of the world's population. Religion in China has long been a pillar of a variety of the oldest religions, and is also the host of the world's philosophical tradition, Confucianism and Taoism. Then Buddhism was joined, forming the 3 religions that shape Chinese culture. The 3 internal, Confucian, Taoist, and foreign Buddhist thought traditions have greatly influenced the Chinese cultural foundation. Buddhism was introduced to China around the 2nd century AD. At first, many people thought that Buddhism was a sect of Taoism in the Laozi of Taoism. In the 5th and 6th century, Buddhism flourished and was supported by the courts. Thanks to that, during this time, many temples were built and many works were born. In 845, Buddhism was persecuted, the church was destroyed, the monks and nuns were forced to return to the world. Since that time, Buddhism in China has never returned to its former glory, but still leaves an important mark on the country's culture. Taoism is the local religion in China, starting from the 6th century BC. Up to now, for more than 2,500 solar years, Taoism inherited ancient China's nature worship and ancestor worship. Taoism has greatly influenced the fields of politics, economics, theology, literature, art, music, nutrition, medicine, chemistry, dance, and geography. Confucianism is a system of ethics, social philosophy, educational philosophy, and political philosophy proposed by Confucius and developed by his disciples with the purpose of building a harmonious society in which people know how to handle rightly and ethically so that the country can be peaceful and prosperous. Confucianism is very influential in the East Asian countries such as China, Taiwan, Japan, North Korea, South Korea, and Vietnam. In addition, there are a number of other religions, such as Christianity, religion in China at least in the Tang Dynasty in the 8th century AD, or Islam, introduced in China 1,400 years ago by Arabic traders.
Of army number dynasty, the emperor standing army number more than 1 million men, and the naval shipyard organizing were the largest in the world at that time and were led by Emperor Ming. Territory of Ming Dynasty. The territory ruled by Ming Emperor and his official, larger than that of Han Dynasty in Santan in the 8th century. Square Ming territory had an area of about 1,500,000 square li. This stretches 1,200 to the south from the Great Wall to the South China Sea, and 1,200 li to the west from the Western Pacific coast to the Tibetan Plateau. Technology effect. The major scientific advance of the late Ming Dynasty were driven by interference with Europe. In 1634, Ming Tong bought the telescope of John Drake. The Hegelian calendar needs to reform because it doesn't measure up to a tropical year with 365 days. Studies show that 16th century Europe clocks are more advanced than hourglass or water clock. The Chinese are attracted to Europe technology, and Europeans are also interested in Chinese technology. In the early Ming Dynasty, the emperor tried to use paper money while controlling the flow of precious metal. Thought upon private foreign paper money remained circulation until the end of 1573, but were not long. In 1450, people mainly used compressed silver for transaction instead of small coin made with a base metal. Manufacturing industry. One of the key features of Ming manufacturing industry were privatization. Unlike the Song Dynasty, where state-owned enterprise play a hard role. The cow, a policy for labor for farmers, and reflect it with a new wage and salary system that appeared for the first time in history.
Hi, my name is Ming, and today I will talk about the reasons why the Qing dynasty took over. We have four main reasons. First reason is about high tax. The second reason is the brave unity. The third reason is the military system, and the final reason is the imperial officialism. So now we will talk about the high tax make people dissatisfied when the You's dynasties come to power. Diamond tax continuously increase, leading to imbalanced financials, revenue and expenditures, and sightseeing appear non-stop. They freely plundered the people to reinforce the waste due to the corrupt situations from the top to bottom at that time. This led to many uprisings of the people, causing the Ming dynasty to fall into chaos because many localities still encouraged genius. had constant crop value and had to pay all kinds of taxes. The second reason is about the praise units become national jubilations. The units were one of the key reasons that put the Ming dynasty to the brink of extinction. The unit is one of the indispensable things of Ming dynasties. The unit regime of this dynasty possessed three outstanding features. First is its structure. Second is expansions in number, and the final is the unit fox is presence in all aspects. Their three characteristics make unit abuse their power and lead to the decline of the Ming dynasty. And the third reason is about the military system is large, complex, and difficult to control. Despite the spirit of innovations, the military of the Ming dynasty not only did not prosper, but also became a national burden. The Ming dynasty possessed a massive and complex military system. After long times of operations and renovations, this system not only did not progress as expected, but also appeared with many backlog and became the cause of the dynasty destruction. And the final reason is about the imperial officialdom. The court officials in the Ming dynasty were corrupt and abusive. Most of the mandarins at that time did not care about the fortunes of the countries and the people. Live a leisurely life, just enjoy the rich and have fun. After all the destructions of the Ming dynasty converged, many factors that put it to the brink of doom. It also stemmed from the ineffective management institutions along with the still flawed political and military institutions. As a result, after nearly 3 centuries, the Qing sons of the Zhou dynasties were transferred to the Manchus. The Qing dynasty also quickly replaced the Ming positions in Chinese territory.
At the beginning of the country founding, women of the Ming dynasty influence women in the south region, which corresponds to the coast is a long historical period when the Manchus gradually invaded and conquered the Chinese territory of the Han people under the Ming dynasty. After that, the transition rebellion was led by Ngô Tam Quế. He controlled the Qing dynasty, although his sometime was a bit too low, causing the empire of the Aitam-Yala family to be shaken. In the Middle period, the Mongols were constantly in turmoil. In the Yakhan period, there was an uprising of the Bradley religion, treating the internal crisis of Qing China. First, land shortage, second, famine, and the last one is the rural poverty. Main event of the Qing dynasty. First, in the 1644, the capital of the Ming dynasty fell after being attacked. The Qing dynasty was crushed with Emperor Sun Ying as the first ruler. The Qing army used the Shanghai Pass, a pass in the Great Wall of China, to force the Ming government to abandon the capital. During the Qing era, the Shanghai Pass was referred to as the key to the capital. Second, in the 1961, Kanxi became the empire after the Sun Yi died. He ruled until the 1722 as the longest reigning empire in the Chinese history. Number 3, in 1793, China demanded to be best in the silver. However, that it turned for foreign goods Western countries developed trading same to Huixi, include raising Chinese people addicted to opium. Number 4. In the 1839 to the 1842, the Opium War occurred. After growing intolerance of the opium addiction facing the China people, the government sent a commission to burn 20,000 chests of opium and pass out British trade. England declared war. The Qing government surrounded in the 1842. Number 5. 1842. The Treaty of Nanking when the Opium War. The Qing government gave up Hong Kong to the British and allowed more trading posts. A second Opium War fought and lost by the Qing. Number 6. In the 1861, the Empress Dowager seized control of the Qing government. Number 7. In the 1899, the Boxing Rebellion began, resulting in the persecution of the foreigner and Christians of China. The Western countries sent troops and declared war. The last one, in the 1912, the last emperor, Puyi, emerged to abdicate. He is 6 years old.
The Qing dynasty. The Manchus, a people from that area, invaded China in 1644, and the Ming dynasty fell when the Manchus took control of Beijing. Their leader became the new emperor of China, as the Mongol had done during the 13th century. As the Manchus took a Chinese name for their tradition, the Qing line. They would rule China for more than 260 years and include Taiwan, Chinese Central Asia, Mongolia, and Tibet on its borders. China in the Qing area. The non-Chinese Manchus ruled over many Chinese for decades. There were periodic oppression, however, the Manchus slowly gained the respect of the people. They led China's traditional Confucian, social and strict and belief. They restored China's proboscis and reset the nation's frontier. The acceptance of the new dynasty was greatly accepted by the two Manchus rulers, who is leader. The first emperor, Kangxi, took office in 1661 and ruled for roughly 60 years. And he cut back on government spending and cut back on tax. Kangxi, a scholar and patron of the art of intelligence, position in government to win respect, while at court he also enjoyed being with chairs. They informed him of development in Europe, science, medicine, and mathematics. From 736 to 795, when his grandson Quan Long ruled, China reached its great size and prosperity. Like his grandfather, Quan Long was a vigilant emperor who frequently rose early to serve emperor issues. These include armed nomadic raiders on its border and government number of merchants and missions from Europe, China. From effect to the Qing dynasty period.
Next, let's talk about a person who played an important role in the Xinhai Revolution of 1911 that overthrew the Qing dynasty and gave birth to the Republic of China. It was interim great president Sun Yat-sen. Sun Yat-sen was born in 1866 in Guangdong province into a peasant family. At the age of 13, he went to study in Honolulu in the state of Hawaii because his brother did business there. In this foreign land, he attended primary and secondary schools. so he was greatly influenced by the West. After that, he continued to study in Hong Kong, then studied medicine in Guangzhou. Participating in the Allied Society, there were bourgeois intellectuals, petty bourgeoisie, landowners, relative disgruntled with the Qing dynasty, and a few representatives of workers and peasants. The political program of the Allied Society, based on the doctrine of the three pupils of Sun Yat-sen, clearly states, "The nation is independent, the people are free, the people are happy." The goal of the association was to overthrow the Manchus, restore China, establish the Republic of China, and exercise equal rights to land for the peasants. Under the leadership of the Allied Society, the Chinese revolutionary movement developed along the path of bourgeois democracy. Sun Yat-sen and many other revolutionaries actively prepared all aspects for an armed uprising. Okay, to better understand this revolution, we will go through 5 main points of causes, developments, results, significance, and limitations of the Xinhai Revolution. First comes the cause. Part of the reason is also because of the Chinese people are in conflict with the Feudal Empire from before. The 9th of May 1911, the Manchu government issued a decree nationalizing the railway and centrally giving the railway business rights to the imperialist countries, selling of national interest. This event caused a wave of public indignation among the masses and among the bourgeoisie, sparking a revolution. The founding of the Republic of China and our president, Sun Yat-sen, was inaugurated. At this Congress, the Provisional Constitution was adopted, recognizing the equal rights and democratic freedoms of all citizens, but did not address the issue of peasants' land, as stated in the Allied Platform Festival.
We the people never received the opportunity to nag the hand of government. Never. That is what we've been fighting for. Our people have been fighting underground for so long, and now we finally done it. Homer, when did you get here? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? You must be there.
And this is the diagram of the Xinhai Revolution. About the result of the revolution, there was the first bourgeois revolution in China, but it overthrew the feudal system. Before the initial victory of the revolution, some leaders of the Allied Association advocated negotiation with Yuan Shikai, an official of the Manchu court. According to the agreement, after forcing the Qing emperor to abdicate, Sun Yat-sen had to resign on the 2nd of February 1912. Then, on the 6th of March 1912, Yuan Shikai announced his inauguration as the president of the Republic of China. In fact, here comes the end of the revolution. the military feudal forces came to power. The nature of the Xinhai Revolution. The bourgeois revolution is not radical. The Xinhai Revolution was a bourgeois democratic revolution that overthrew the Manchu dynasty, ended the long-standing autocratic monarchy in China, and paved the way for capitalism to flourish, and gain influence certain to the struggle for national liberation in some Asian countries. About the meaning of this revolution: overthrow the feudalism, paving the way for capitalism to develop, influence directly to the national liberation movement in Asia.